All right, so I wanted to watch and react today to this one snippet of information that was posted on the Pat McAfee show about the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line this week versus the 49ers. AQ Shipley, if you don't know who he is a legendary center for multiple different teams. He played for the Colts, he played for the Ravens, he's played for the Cardinals. I can't remember all the other teams. I think there was a couple other teams in there too. But he had to retire, sadly, because of injury. Well, he is an amazing center, and he knows how football works and how lines work. So today, he went ahead and explained what the Cincinnati Bengals did that was so amazing in this game, and how they did so amazing on the offensive line perspective on this one play that he's about to show off. So let's go ahead and listen up to AQ Shipley. Okay, they do that. I don't know why.
Tennessee did a great job this past week. Now we move to Cincinnati. Again, facing another really good defense. So how do we take advantage of them? They got dudes everywhere. They got guys that can get up the field, right? Okay, cool. We're going to sell the zone, but here's what we're going to do. When we block here, now we don't have to reach them. We're just going to reach, sell them, get them up the field, and seal everybody this way. They're all going to seal. When you watch the center jump through, he's going to seal him to this side. When he goes over the top, now he just runs them out. But we get the bend back because the tight end's coming back to cut the backside, get Bose up the field, and there it is. You get a monster hole moving forward.
Is that normal?
You know what's funny? On that play, I talked about that in my game breakdown. In that play, the reason why I thought that play worked, obviously I'm not an offensive lineman, but the reason why I thought that play worked was because, we were kind of doing the end arounds and misdirection so many times that the 49ers were like, okay, we're actually scared / nervous about Jamar Chase in the backfield or someone else in the backfield. Obviously, Joe Mixon is great, but they're scared of someone getting to the outside and making a big play happen. So that's kind of where I thought the mindset was, or why this play actually opened up and worked so well, was because of how much misdirection we ran. And obviously, we ran under center. This is why we love under center. This is why we've said so many times that once they go under center, they're going to be one of the best teams in the NFL for this said reason.
For the motion to go to the side that they're also running to?
No, that's a lot of teams are starting to do that now, though, because now what happens, so here, when you get the motion here, they'll spot block it. So they'll know, hey, it's either a zone team or a man team. You'll see later with Seattle sends someone in motion. They know it's a man team, so they clear someone out of the space. In this case, it's a zone team. They motion back into it, and now they can spot block all the linebackers. So they just basically book him on the backside because they know.
So it's pretty much like on that concept there, it's pretty much like a read option. It's either give it to Chase, right, which again is the misdirection there, or give it to Mixon, or Joe can keep it and run it himself. And Nick Bosa there has to decide who does he want to go to, the quarterback, the running back, or the wide receiver. And it ends up being, with the good blocking, as AQ Shipley said here, it ends up being completely taken out of the play because we're able to get that good block in that scheme to push the guys out of the way. I'm telling you, we got some good play calling when we want to. I will say that.
What they're doing front side.
Mixon look good this week. You think it continues with us?
Look great. They look great. The offensive line looked great. This is a hell of a block by Volson. At the front side guard, too. I mean, that block on a 2-eye is the hardest block in football, and he had to hold it for a long time.
2-eye.
2-eye, inside shoulder of the guard.
They could only run out a gun when
right there.
Joey was hurt.
He's got to hold this block for a while. I mean, he's got the one-on-one block right there. Boom. And he's got to seal him to the inside. He keeps him to the inside. Look at that. That's incredible.
Power. That was good horsepower.
Wow. Good.
That is honestly, and I will say this over and over again, Volson is the X factor for the rest of this year. It was Jonah Williams going into this year, but Jonah Williams obviously has proven he's amazing. But so far throughout the year, our biggest problem so far has been Volson. Volson has been one of the worst offensive linemen on this team, to a point where it's actually scary bad how bad he's been some weeks. So if he can start playing like that and really making big plays and helping us get down the field, he is going to be the X factor moving forward. Because everyone else in the offensive line has been playing good. Orlando Brown's been kind of shaky. It is what it is. Karras has been playing great. Karras has been playing great. Yeah, Karras. I think it's Karras. Karras playing great. Kappa's been kind of wishy-washy, but he's okay. Jonah's been playing great, and it's Volson. Volson is the X factor. he gets going, he's playing at a top level, that's where we can go out there and actually really start winning and doing very successful things. But I think this is it for the video.
Let's go horsepower.
Is it a difference as an O lineman when you're running from under center as opposed to shotgun?
100%. 100%. Yeah, it changes everything, especially because now you get the dotted back. With the dotted back here, if this play was run from over here, these guys would hold a heck of a lot quicker over here because with the cutback, he's going to be cutting back behind the center. Now he gets to the front side, which allows him to get set up there. These guys set up all their blocks there, and it holds him front side as well.
Boom. Got it.
Them getting on their block sooner is the benefit of being under center too?
Absolutely. And the other thing that's crucial about this play, again, I love this play. We ran this a lot when I was in Arizona. It makes it easy on the offensive line. That's what we talk about all the time. When you got dudes across from you, it makes it easy when you literally, if you have to reach a guy, it's hard as shit. When you can sell reach to get him to go there and then just seal.
67's got the hardest job, right?
He's got the hardest one because the play's cutting back behind him. So he's got to keep him there. If this guy gets back here, the whole play might be fucked because then.
So if Volson messes up here and doesn't do his job, which again throughout the season has been kind of iffy on a lot of these games, this whole play, I mean, we don't get to the 2-yard line and we don't get a touchdown the next play later. Like this drive is killed if not for Volson here. So again, listen, at the end of the day, this happens a lot of times whenever we're looking at like offensive linemen. They always say the age-old thing where it's like, as offensive linemen have the hardest job ever because if they mess up, then they get, people get mad at them and talk about them and, really berate them. But if they do good, then no one talks about them because it's like, oh, okay, cool. But if you mess up, that's the only time you get your name called and talked about is when you mess up as an offensive lineman, not when you're doing great and doing great things. And this is a great example of that because, going through this play, obviously I'm not an offensive lineman. A lot of people watch me on offensive linemen, and they don't understand, and I don't either myself. I'm not trying to put me in any exclusive group here. I am exactly with you guys how amazing this play actually was. But an offensive lineman watches it, and they're like, Volson? Bro, Volson just did that. So I'm happy that, AQ Shipley broke this down and really talked about this because I didn't know how amazing this play was in the context of, Volson. Like, I knew the play call was great. I loved the play call. But the actual play and the execution from our left guard, wow.
If he gets back over here, now the play has to cut here, and look who's the unblocked guy. Boom, he comes and makes the play.
Center does a hell of a job, too, getting up to Fred Warner.
Great job.
Teddy got the ball this week. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Really?
I saw him with the rock.
Yeah.
Drank a gallon of milk every single day his sophomore year of high school.
He's a dog.
To try to gain weight. Because his dad, who played in the NFL, said, you're not really fast and you're not really tall. So you're going to have to put some weight on, probably be an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So he drank a gallon of milk every single day of high school his sophomore year.
Commitment.
Sick, puking all over the place.
Yep. Weapon.
Worked out.
We asked him if it worked. He said, well, probably puberty too.
Couple days.
Yeah, I don't know if that would help, but he is committed to ball, loves ball. Indiana legend. And look at him downfield here. Love it.
Great job. Just taking him where he wants to go.
All right.
And to be honest, the play he's talking about was actually a strip sack fumble of Joe Burrow. The ball went to the middle of the field, and it was a strip sack. I mean, it was a fumble. And Karras picked it up, and he could have been, not going, okay? If Fred Warner was behind him. But he at least could have gotten like 7, 8, 9 more yards extended past the fumble point. But I think, if I am correct, well, I don't know, because if it's not, it was a forward fumble, and a forward fumble has to be recovered by the same player that fumbled the ball, or else it's considered a down ball, because you can't fumble on purpose trying to get a first down. That is a rule, so that might be why the play was also blown dead, because, like, hey, you fumbled it, yeah, you recovered it, so unless the 49ers recovered it, then there's a difference, but if it's not the 49ers recovered it, you can't progress the ball in that way, it by fumbling it. So that might be why they didn't give it to Karras here, but it would have been so cool with Teddy K, man. If you would have broke a tackle from Fred Warner, that place would have been going crazy. A 50-yard touchdown run by our center in that game, talk about a game changer, because that actually, right after that play, was the play to Jamar Chase where he caught it, and then they said he fumbled it for 6, and then they caught it back. So, would have been crazy. Shout out to Pat McAfee. Shout out to AQ Shipley for breaking this down. Shout out to you guys, because we hit 5,000 subscribers recently. 5K, baby. Let's go. Thank you, everyone who hit that subscribe button and watch the content daily. We hit 5K recently. See you guys next one. Peace.